everybody, and welcome to yet another wonderful session on your favorite YouTube channel, Bhanzu. And today, here we are with a brand new chapter. It's not a brand new chapter, but this is something you've already learned in grade 6. So we are going to learn few brand new topics under the chapter data handling. So in this entire session, you will be learning about mode, arithmetic mean, median, range, and what exactly do we actually mean by data handling, right? So let us get started without wasting any more time. Welcome to Bhanzu classes, everybody. This is your educator, Haripriya. Before we get started, you know what to do. Yes, mark your attendance by hitting the like button. Also, share this video with at least one friend of yours and comment below and let me know how did you find this video. What more videos do you want us to make on this channel? There are so many other videos on YT shorts and all of that. So go check them out as well. And subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. So the chapter data handling is something that we have already done in grade 6th. We have learned about what is data, why organizing data is important, why collecting data is important, why recording data is important, right? Now, in this grade, we are going to talk about few terminologies that help us find on an average value of data, especially when the data are big. So in the entire session, we're going to talk about first the introduction to data handling. So we're going to do a quick recap of whatever we have done in grade 6. Then we'll be talking about arithmetic mean, mode, range, and median. Alright, so starting off with data handling, let me just quickly show you the entire screen here. As you can see, data handling has parts called recording of data and then organizing data. Now, how and why should we record data? Recording data can be done in a lot of different forms, tabular form, graphical methods and all. Why should we even record the data? Because it can be easy for us to extract or interpret the information that we want from the data. And then we have organizing of data. It can be done in the form of tally marks or tabular form or pictograph, yeah, bar graph, right? Now, talking about the representative values. Now, there are different forms of data, right? So, there can be data related to temperature, there can be data related to height, weight, age, etc., etc. So, there are different forms of, forms of data. Now, there are different forms of representing the value, a singular value for that data. And some of these representative values can be found in the form of arithmetic mean, mode, and median. So starting off with the first one, arithmetic mean. It can also be called as average, yeah, just mean. All of them mean the same thing. Average, arithmetic mean, yeah, just mean. All of them have the same meaning, right? So now what is this formula for mean? Sum of all the observations divided by the total number of observations. Now what do I mean by that? Let's take a question here. Ashish studies 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours respectively for 3 consecutive days. How many hours did he study daily on an average? I hope you've heard of this sentence. On an average, how much rainfall happened? On an average, which team performed well? On an average, how many marks did you get in term 1 and term 2? Right? So now what do we do here? We are going to find the arithmetic mean because the term average indicates mean or arithmetic mean, right? So what do we do? Sum of all the observations. What are the observations that we have? That he studied 4 hours on the first day, 5 hours on the second day, and 3 hours on the third day. So sum of all the observations divided by the total number of observations. How many total number of observations are there? 3. We only observe for 3 days, right? So that's why divide by 3. So here 5 plus 4 will give you 9. 9 plus 3 will give you 12 by 3, which is equals to 4 hours. So on an average, Ashish has studied 4 hours. Now, there's another observation I want you guys to make. The smallest observation of the data, like here we have 4, 5 and 3. So what is the smallest observation? 3. What is the greatest observation? 5. What is the value that we got as a mean value? 4. So the value of a mean of a data always lies between the smallest observation and the greatest observation. For example, if we have the data, let's say 7, 6, 10, 2. Okay. Now you tell me in the comment section, the mean of this data will lie between which two values? Alright, do let me know in the comment section. Let me take up another example. Especially questions like this will come for 4 marks in your exams, right? So let's get started. Determine the k value of the arithmetic mean of, determine the value of k if the arithmetic mean, so what is given? The mean of the data is already given to be 15. What is the data? 9, 8, 10, k and 12. Now what is that we have to find out? We have to find out the mean of the data, arithmetic mean of the data, right? Just give me a minute. Alright. Now what is the value of, what is the formula for mean? Sum of all the observations plus k plus 12 divided by the total number of observations. What is the total number of observations here? 5. Now this is said to be 15. 9 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 will give you 39 if I am not wrong. 39 plus k is equal to 15 multiplied with 5. I am sending division with 5 to the other side of the equal to sign. So it will become multiplication. So we have 39 plus k is equals to 75. Alright. So the value of k would be 75 minus 39, which is equal to 36. Alright. So what did we do here? The mean of the data was already given to you. What is the mean of the data? Sum of all the observations divided by the total number of observations. What are the observations here? 9, 10, k, 9, 8, 10, k and 12. So you add all of them, that is the sum, divided by the total number of observations, which is 5. We have 5 observations now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hai na? Divided by 5 is equal to the mean, because mean is already given to be 15. So from here, we found the value of k. Now in grade 7, there's another chapter after this called Simple Equations, where we will be learning about how to find the values of a variable like this k here. Alright. Now, the next representative value is called as a range. It is not very widely used, right? So what is the definition of range? Whatever data you have, highest observation minus the lowest observation. For example, you have 10, 6, 7, 4, 13 and 3 or something like that. So now what is the highest observation here? 13. Minus, what is the lowest observation? 3. So what is the range of the data? What is the representative value of this data? The value is 10. That's how your range works. Highest observation minus the lowest observation. Now, the marks out of 100 are obtained by a group of students in a science test are 85, 76, 90, 85, 39, 48, 56, 95, 81 and 75. Now, there are 2 things that we have to find out. Number 1, what is the highest and the lowest marks obtained? Now, let's talk about the highest marks. What can you see here? I can see 95. Is there any number greater than 95 here? No. So, the highest marks is 95. What is the lowest marks? I can see 39 here. Is there any number less than 39? No. So, the lowest is 39. Now, what is that they're asking us to find? They're asking us to find the range of the data. Highest value minus the lowest value will give you the range of the data. So, the answer here is going to be 56. Alright. Oh, 1 minute. I am extremely sorry about this. 7 and 8 minus 3 will give you 5. Alright, so please remember whenever you have questions related to range, you definitely have to find the highest value. Please cross check twice. Is there any number greater than that? Cross check. Alright, so and then you can proceed further. Okay, I guess I've done the right question earlier. Okay. Alright, so the answer here is 56. Now let's move forward and talk about the third representative value, which is called as the mode of the data. How do we find the mode of the data? Now, observation that occurs most often, maximum number of times, is called as mode of the data. For example, in this data, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 4. What is the value which repeated itself maximum number of times? 3, 4. Then the value 2 repeated itself 4 times. So the mode of the data is 4. Now let's take another question here. Find the mode of the numbers 2, 14, 16, 12, 14, 14, 16, 14, 10, 14, 18 and 14. So to avoid any confusion, what I always tell my students is arrange them in ascending or descending order. Starting with 2. Is there any other 2 here? No. After 2 comes 10. There's only one 10? Yes. After 10 comes 12. How many 12s are there? There's only one 12. After 12 comes 14. How many 14s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 14s are there. And then comes 16, which is there 2 times. Strike off so that you will not miss out any value, and then 18. Now, when you look at it clearly, which number is repeating itself maximum number of times? The number 14 is repeating. So, what is the mode of the data here? The mode of the data is 14. Alright, that's how we find the mode of the data. The value which is repeating itself the maximum number of times is called as the mode of the data. Now, what if we have a large data? Then it is very difficult to keep counting, no? So, what we do is we tabulate the data. We write it in tabular form, put tally marks and then find the frequency using the tally marks. What do I mean by that? For example, let's take this data. Now, it's very difficult to start from the beginning, right? You know, maybe 12, right? So, then I'll write 12, 1 here, and then 1 here. It's time consuming. So, what we'll be doing is we will tabulate the data. So, we will write down all the observations here. 1 minute. So, we will write down all the observations, 12, 13, whatever numbers are there, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Just write it down and then count using tally marks. We're going to represent that. So, how many 12s were there? 1, 2, 3. 3 are there. So, how do you represent 12 using tally marks? 1, 2, 3. 3 tally marks. And then you write the frequency. So, this is called as the frequency distribution table. Hence, you can see that 15 has the highest frequency. 15 is occurring 10 times. So, looking at the data, you can say that the mode of the data here is the number 15 because it is repeating itself the maximum number of times. Alright? And then comes the median of the data. We have learnt about arithmetic mean. Sum of all the observations divided by the total number of observations. Then we have learnt about range. Where, how do you find the value of range? Highest observation minus the lowest observation. And then you have mode of the data. Mode of the data is nothing but the value which repeats itself the maximum number of times is called as the mode of the data. And lastly, we have the median of the data. Now, median is actually the middle value of the data after arranging the data in ascending or descending order. So, whatever data you have, to find the median, first arrange the data in ascending or descending order and then choose the middle observation. Okay. Now, It is the middle observation when the number of observations are odd. Now you must be getting it out, ma'am. What will happen if the number of observations are even? So we're going to do a question on that, don't worry. Now find the median of the data. Now what do I mean by the number of observations are odd? Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number of observation is 7, which is an odd number. है ना? So now how do we find the median of the data? We're first going to arrange the data in either ascending order, big, small to big, or big to small. So I'm going to arrange in ascending order, starting with 17. Alright. After that comes 18. Great. After that comes 24. Yeah. 24. And then comes 25. Then comes 35. Strike out values so that you don't miss out on anything. 36 and 46. Now, among this, what is the middle value? So, you leave 3 numbers here. You leave 3 numbers here. You are getting 25. So, what is the median of the data here? The median of the data is 25. Understood? So this is easy when you have odd number of observations, so you can easily find one single value for it. Now what if we have even number of observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of observations here is 6. What do? We're going to follow the same procedure. First we will be arranging the data in ascending order. You can also do in descending order, you will get the same answer. Alright. So starting off with 10. 15, then comes 16, then comes 19, 54 and 80. है ना? Now, what is the middle value? You leave 2 numbers here, you leave 2 numbers here. You can see 2 middle values here. Oh my God. Now, what do? We can't say that median is 16 and 19. That's wrong. Okay, you can't say that median has 2 values. Median can never have 2 values. It's just one value. So how do we find? We take the average of the 2 numbers, sum of the observations divided by the total number of observations, which are 2. है ना? So 9 plus 6 is 15, 1 and 5. And then you have 35 by 2, which is equals to 17.5. So what is the median of the data? It is 17.5. Alright. So this is what you do when you have even number of observations. Odd number of observations is very easy. Just find the middle value. There's only one middle value, and that is the median. But when you have even number of observations, first arrange them in ascending order, or you can arrange them in descending order also, and then find the middle values. And here when the observation is even, you will be finding 2 middle values here, 16 and 19. So we are going to find the average of the 2 values, 16 plus 19 by 2, which is equal to 35 by 2, 17.5. Alright, let's take up another question, a very interesting question. The following observations are arranged in ascending order. The median of the data is 25. Find the value of x. Now what did they say? They are already saying that it is arranged in ascending order. This is the smallest value and this is the largest value. Very nice. Now they're telling that the median of the data is 25. Now what is the middle value? You leave 3 here, you leave 3 here, and you find the middle value, that is x plus 7. Now the middle value is 25 because the middle value is nothing but the median. है ना? So the middle value is 25. So x plus 7 is equals to 25. So what is the value of your x? 25 minus 7, which is equals to 18. So what is the value of your x here? 18. So the data is actually 17, 18, 24, 25, 35, 36, 46. Now what is the middle value here? 25. That is nothing but the median of the data. Understood? So this is how median of the data can be found. Now, I want to tell you another interesting about mode. Now, for example, you have, okay, let's write it here. Suppose you have 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 6. Okay. Now, what is the mode of the data here? What is the mode of the data? You'll count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 is written 3 times. 4, 4, 4. 4 is also written 3 times. So, what will be the mode of the data? Now, mode has a very special feature. That is, it can have 2 values. So, the mode of the data is 1 and 4. Because both of them are repeating itself equal number of times. 1 is also repeating 3 times. 4 is also repeating itself 3 times. So, the mode can have 2 values. But median, range, या arithmetic mean can only have single values. Please remember that mode can have more than one value. Alright. In the next class, we will be talking about the uses of bar graph. What is a bar graph? How do we represent and how do we plot a bar graph? Alright. Thank you so much, guys. You people were wonderful in today's class. I am going to again see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling. This is your educator Haripriya signing off. See you soon. Bye-bye.